Hey, good morning. I introduced myself to you in advance. My name is Eliseo Rafael Rivera, and this morning my partner Steven, my partner Walter, and his server. We will tell you a little about Holland and certain types of employment that we can find in this nation. But first, let's know a little about this country. Holland is known to be situated in Europe, being in the west of the Netherlands, being a maritime region. The Netherlands is located in the North Sea coast, at the mouth of the Rhine and Missouri rivers. It is a historical and cultural region which is also characterized by receiving many foreigners from other countries. In addition to this country has a population of 6.3 million inhabitants, concentrating approximately on third of the population of the Netherlands. Its predominant language is Dutch, and its official capital is Amsterdam. The Netherlands is usually the destination for many foreigners from looking for student opportunities as quick as work. Having said the above, we will continue to learn about different jobs that we can find from the best to the worst and also some unusual work from this country. Let's go with you, Steven.
Good morning, my name is Brandon Esteban Martinez Molina. I will tell you about one of the best jobs you can have in Holland. There is no exact way to know which job is the best, but it is known that in most of the European countries, especially in Holland, there is a high demand for engineers, specifically mechanical and civil engineering. An interesting fact is that of the 30 best paid profession during the first year of graduation, 20 correspond to engineering in their various specialties. Having said this, we will take civil engineering as a reference. What does a civil engineer do? Is the one in charge of the design and construction of large infrastructures and how to manage these projects.
Roads, bridges, railguns, canals, and airports.
Professionals in this field can work at almost levels, both in private or public sector, working for their own or for large companies. In the production process, it is necessary to use some manual tools. These vary depending of the activity to be carried out, but these are some of the most common.
Protective helmet. The main objective of the safety helmet is to protect the head of those who use it from dangers and shot. It can for also protect against other risks of natural heat or electricity. They are often seen a lot in areas of heavy work, and construction is one of the most important tools. Level. It is an instrument used to verify the horizontality of an element. It works with an air bubble inside it contained filled with some liquid marks on the outside. Hammer. Tool for striking, especially for driving and removing iron nails, consisting of a round of one side and pointed of the other, with a handle usually made for wood object. In the center of this forming a T, is one of the most easy to use. Engineers, in addition to using manual tools, also tend to use different computer programs. One of them is Excel. It is a software that allows graphic with data as well as calculation functions to facilitate the understanding of the information. Tabs. It is a software that allows to carry out structural analysis and dimensioning of buildings. It is the result of 4 years of research. It is an advanced tool for engineers who design buildings with one or more floors. That is all for my part. My teammates will continue with the information.
Hello, my name is Walter Francisco Elias, and today I'm going to tell you about the worst job in Holland. After a search, I came to the conclusion that the worst job in Holland is a firefighter. Certainly everyone knows or thinks they know what a firefighter does, put out a fire. However, that is only one of the many tasks that a firefighter can perform in their daily service to a city. The different jobs that a firefighter can perform throughout his career are so varied that not all can be defined. Generally speaking, a firefighter is a professional from the firefighting and rescue service of the city or province in which he works, and this includes any type of accident that occurs that endangers lives or property. This is considered one of the worst jobs in the Netherlands, not because of the salary or that it's a boring job, but because it's a very dangerous occupation. Firefighter is a very dangerous occupation. In addition to fighting actual fires, firefighting have to deal with smoke, waters, embers, falling objects, and collapsing floors. For this reason, firefighters use the following tools. Helmet for fire. Firefighters use helmets are made of durable heat-resistant materials to protect firefighters from heat and falling objects. Pants and jacket. Firefighters should wear pants and jacket made of a two-layer fabric designed to repel heat. Independent breathing apparatus. A self-contained breathing apparatus is the standard protective equipment for firefighters in most fire departments. The breathing apparatus includes a mask with a hose connected to a tank, followed with a breathable air. Gloves. Firefighters wear thick layered gloves as an essential part of their protective gear. Firefighting gloves are highly insulated and extended past the wrist, so firefighters can safely handle hot objects. Boats. Firefighting boats are thick natural rubber with a rubber sole that works well on wet surface. The routine of a firefighter's family, unfortunately, seldom occurs since most firefighters work and sleep in the fire station. Since they have to be alert to any emergency at any time. Firefighters work to prevent and put out fires. They also people's lives and some property by protecting them from fire and other dangers. Putting out fire requires teamwork, so firefighters also trained as emergency medical technicians and others become fire investigators. Some of the duties of firefighters are responding to fire alarms and other emergency calls, inspect buildings for potential fire hazards, teach people about the fire prevention, drive and operate vehicles and equipment for firefighting, rescue people from dangerous situations, maintain firefighting equipment, vehicle, fire hydrants, and the fire station in optimal condition. In order to be a firefighter, they need to pass the entrance exam test, a psychological test, a physical exam. Thank you very much for your attention and have a happy day.
Hello, good morning. Since we saw the words and the video in Holland, let's now look at the most unusual job in this country. To find how is the profession of pit for teacher. And it is common to see that the inhabitants of Holland have pits and love them a lot, and due to that importance, the profession of pit of teacher arose from here. But what does this profession specialize in as well? This is one of the most unusual jobs in the Netherlands. We might have already heard from a wine taster or a chocolate taster, but truly a pit food taster is a very unusual job. The task consists of evaluating the nutritional value and verifying that certain quality standards are met. That is why they not only smell it, but savor it. I could say spit it out without indigesting it. The testers are trained to identify those flavors that dogs enjoy and yet and how the fate of animals is different from horse. They ensure that taste is an important characteristic, so ensure that the ingredients are balanced in the correct way. It can be a demanding job, but with considerable pay as a novice tester earns around 24,360 euros a year, while someone more experienced in this area could earn about 60,000 euros a year. To work in this profession, you only need to have a good trade. Dividing into three different dog or cat foods throughout of the day and prepare accurate reports. Pets are well loved in the world, and in this country it is not an exception. The most preferred pet being the Great Dutch is Speyer dog, typical of the Netherlands. Reading the articles that are used for this type of work. They are very simple, like spawn to study the food and gloves algo to the third only the presence of specialty each and how. Making inclusive use the theory smile and tester. The routine of this work is usually intermediate. For the worker, since they have only as to this is good, this and must prepare reports while he is ignored and experiencing according to his criteria. For this reason, it is a job from which he can have time for other activities, such as passing time with family and friends. Definitely, his profession is very attractive for a young. That is how we can find among several jobs in Holland, on as unusual as being a pet food tester. I hope this presentation has been to your liking. My partner Steven, my partner Walter, and I thank you for your attention. I have a happy day.